Well, joining us now is former U.S. Navy Captain Brent Sadler. All right, Brent, first of all, thank you for your service, particularly this poignant weekend, but thank you for your service. Tell us, what's your read on what's happening, what's the latest?
Yes, I mean, there's two dynamics going on here. One is the political and diplomatic pressure from higher oil prices or pain at the pump, because the Iranians are able to influence the confidence that shipping can't pass through there safely. The other side of it is frustration with the Iranians, or to compel the Iranians to make necessary concessions in the negotiation. And both these things are linked. Thankfully, we've got the French, the Germans, maybe some of our other allies that are getting closer, though very tardy to the task, in moving naval forces to pick up some of the protection of the shipping. But I think what we're getting to is a culminating point where there's going to have to be military action demonstrating that it's the U.S. that can guarantee the Strait open, and that the Iranians don't have much capability to do much of anything. And I think the threat that's at hand is the small boats. And so taking out a large number of them is probably what's going to be required by our military.
You're right about the French being tardy. That's an understatement, Brent, to say the least.
Yes.
But I also thought it was very telling that the president, rather than attending his son's wedding, which I'm sure he would naturally do, feels compelled to stay for national security purposes, to stay in Washington, D.C. I think that's a sign that something's going to move one direction or the other. It's really up to the Iranians if they want to be on the receiving end of more attacks, if you will, by the United States, or if they're actually going to want to be part of, the 21st century here in the world. But I got to move on to this. Fox News exclusively has learned today that the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is resigning after her husband was tragically diagnosed with bone cancer. Writing in her resignation letter, quote, "Unfortunately, I must submit my resignation effective June 30th, 2026, she wrote. "My husband, Abraham, has recently been diagnosed with an extreme rare form of bone cancer. At this time, I must stay away from public service to be by his side and fully support him through this battle." Brent, I just got to say on a personal note, I know Tulsi Gabbard exceptionally well. I met and interacted with her when I served in the Congress with her, and I know her husband, Abraham, and they're such, young, beautiful people just starting their family. I hate to hear and see this. What are your thoughts?
Well, cancer is tough. I mean, many American families have had someone in their family have to deal with this. So there's an understanding of that. And family does come first. And Tulsi Gabbard has, been a patriot, both in uniform, in Congress, and in government service in the role of ODNI lead. So she has done her duty. She needs to spend time with family. And, the haters, as expected and true to form, need to be ignored on this topic. I think the resignation, and she gives adequate time for the president and for ODNI to also adjust to a new leader to step in behind her. So she's also been very thoughtful in the timeline in which she's given to transition to her family.
Yeah, she's always put her country in front of everything else, but now it's time to focus on the family. Agreed. Brent Sadler, thank you, and thank you again for your service to our nation.